Welcome everyone to a brand new video. Thank you so much for your time spending watching my video. Today's video is on the conflict of Israel and Palestine. I'm going to try to explain it to the best of my abilities. I'm not an expert on the subject, but I do have some understanding on it. But before I begin, I would like to say that if you're not a subscriber to this channel, please go ahead, do it right now. Click on the subscribe button, then click on the bell and choose the option all. That way you will be notified when I create a new video and it's uploaded. Thank you for doing that. Now let's begin with today's topic. This conflict has been going on since 1946. Some people say 1948, but I say 1946 because everything starts way before. The conflict is actually noticeable to everybody. So we could even go back to 1945. External organizations decided to impose on Palestine and decided to give certain areas of Palestine to the Jewish community because it was a community, not a country, not a nation. As far as I know, the Jewish population, let's call them nomads. They didn't really have a home. They went from place to place, and depending on the season, and that's how they survived. Eventually, they got to Egypt. Unfortunately, they were slaves. Then 1945 comes, 1946, and then to solve that problem, they decided to impose Palestine, where people would live there. But then, like I said, other people from Europe migrated to that region, and they began colonizing it. They put ideology on certain population, and certain population accepted it. Of course, why not, right? But at the same time, that's selfish, because someone welcomes you to their house and then begin to take over their home, forcing them to vacate certain areas. Eventually, you have total control of the home, only allowed to live in certain area of the house only, right? And the whole point is that they're going to get kicked out of the house. So that's pretty much the idea of what's going on here. But why those other people migrated and begin to colonize is because they have interest in the Middle East. I believe that they want to control all the Middle East and to control the rest of the planet. Well, people confuse this, the Bible, with the Jewish and the Israelites. To Genesis 32:24, there's a small story about Jacob. He was wrestling a man. They wrestled the entire day. Evening was about to come, and then it's like, okay, it's evening, let's stop wrestling. And then Jacob says, bless me first before I stop wrestling with you. It's a very strange story. But then, so the man blessed him and called him Israel. Hebrew, it's two words, right? And then he says that one is a strive, and then the other one is God. Those are the two words. So if you look up those two words, strive means to be effort, and then the other one is God. So you're making efforts to fight with God, or what exactly is happening there? In English, supposedly the term Israeli refers to the modern state of Israel, and which was established on 14th of May, 1948. That doesn't say why Israel or the Israelites are to take over Palestine. The term Israelite appears only 4 times throughout the whole Hebrew Bible, all in one passage. Leviticus 24, 10, 11, and it says, and the son Israelite means son of an Egyptian. And where do they get the idea that, let's play with what they're saying, if God has made them the chosen one, what gives them the idea that God wants them to get rid of all the Palestinians, to rob, to take over a nation, control it, slave it, as the Jewish people once were? People outside organizations, the problem that the Jewish people had, they used that for their own purpose, and that is to control the Middle East. Because $3.8 billion are given to the government of Israel, and they use that money for their military purposes, my friend. They hardly use it for anything else. Other liberties that they have, allowing to marry the same sex. To them, that's democracy, but democracy was never a problem in Palestine. But they tried to make it festive. They tried to make it enjoyable. The Jewish population, in large part, are against what the Israelites are doing. And you notice how there is Israelites and there's Jewish. Two different things. Actually, a lot of the Jewish population live outside the Israel colonies. And what happened on May, and before I go on, I want to show you this. That screen's gonna go black and then I'll be back.